looks like it's pretty good. Alright. What else do I need here? OBS. Hey, what's up, Lego? What's going on, bud? Just testing out some new music. Well, not new music, but a little bit different of a setup. I want to see if the Be Right Back music actually plays. It should. And it's not. And it's enabled. So I have to turn this off and then turn that back on. Which is the normal music. I was hoping to transition from one to the other. See, if I go from Be Right Back to Starting Soon, and it should swap over like it does. Alright, yeah, so that does, but not going the other way, huh? No. Huh. And that's right. Yep, Be Right Back. Okay. Well. Microphone's obviously working. How you been? So I guess what I'm gonna have to do for when I take my breaks is manually just go in, turn this off, turn it back on, and then you'll hear that. But obviously when I go to my Starting Soon, that just transitions over perfectly. So, and then you guys will get the, yeah, you'll get the message. But the Be Right Back is now, it's now gone. It's now, I may actually take that off. I was hoping there'd be music playing and the Be Right Back message would be on there, but I might have to change that. So we'll just go live scene here, and we'll turn off my display. I want to go into Mod Organizer. Let me just minimize this here. Little bit more testing before I actually get started with the storyline. I'm pretty much set. Couple things we're going to be testing. I moved footprints almost down to the bottom, even underneath Dying to Light output, as well as with visible favorited gear. And obviously my world map mods always go underneath Dying to Light output. Usually, in most cases, these two are the last two in the left pane. Fitness output would be right above it. Those are my self-created animations for my character. And I did categorize everything too. And you can see I gave TPOs 2 and others its own category. Water obviously has its own. What is overriding legendary cities? Dying to Light. Okay, so that's normal. Okay. Perfectly good. XP32 should be overwritten by Supreme Vampire Lord, which it is. Okay. So earlier in this is probably like the third setup of stream I did today. The last one I did was talking about the Skyrim skill uncapper and how to basically how to install it, how to tweak it, and then how to use the Ordinator self-adjusted innies by Cal from Dirty Weasel Media. So if you were to right-click and open an Explorer, normally you would have an SKSE, your plugins. You would not have the Skyrim Uncapper ini until after once you load the Skill Uncapper mod itself. You just run the game like you would do on a fresh install of Skyrim. Once you run the game from Steam, it generates the ini. Same thing with the Skill Uncapper. It generates the Skill Uncapper ini, which if you open with Notepad, normally all of these, your skills would have a cap of 100. Mine have been adjusted with the Ordinator preset ini by Dirty Weasel Media. Their mod is on Nexus. It's the one I use. I've only tweaked it a little bit. I've left the cap of the skills at the 255. I don't ever see my characters going over 255 as a max skill. The values and the skill experience gain bolts. Only one I tweaked was destruction. It starts off at 0.5, which I considered rather low. Enchanting, heavy armor, these things are all pretty good. One is default for everything. One would be normal time leveling. So my sneak levels at the normal pace. I want that there. Smithing, I don't care about. This character's not going to do it. Speechcraft at 1 also. That's going to be handy. We're not going to use restoration. Pickpocket at 8. I may put that to 1. One-handed I may also, well, two-handed is at 7. One-handed is at 0.75, so I guess that's okay. Light armor is at 9. I'm going to change this value to 1.2. I want the light armor to level up a tad quicker. Illusion at 0.75 is good. Heavy armor, I don't care. We're not going to enchant because of honed metal. Same thing with smithing. We're going to have the smiths do that for us. Do I put destruction back to 1? Conjuration at 7. We're going to put conjuration at 8. Block, I don't care. Marksman, I don't care. Alteration, I also don't care. Alchemy at 1. So those are good. Sneak at 1. He doesn't have a lot of lock pickings at 1. That's going to be good. You can see how we could adjust these anytime. Okay. And default game value is 100, so these are all 155. Alright, so that's good. We can really exit out of that. And that way when you go back in here and you open an Explorer, plugins, you'll see my adjusted, obviously, conjuration. You can see they've remained. So it auto saves it for you, which is great. So I deleted my saves. We only had a couple test saves with the character. Plugins. I had to reinstall the amulets. Where is it? I'll go find it. It's down here somewhere. Should be highlighted in purple. There it is. Quark. Quinn's Ultimate Amulet Restoration. I only had amulets show on everything, ESP, which is the main thing. What I forgot to install were the supplementary ESPs. Show on clothes, show on heavy armor, show on light armor, show on robes. So they're ESL flagged, which is great. And I was wondering why my Amulet of Akatosh was not showing on the outside of my default armor. We're also going to try and set up my default armor. We're going to set up my character. We're going to do that now. So let me... Let's see here. What do I need? I have to add a source here, game capture. Yep. I'll just leave it as game capture. Capture any full screen. Capture cursor. Okay. So let's close out display. Let's get in game here. Minimize. I am going to switch back to OBS just to make sure it picks up properly. So we got live scene, we got game capture open, display capture is not. Okay. That should be good. It'll take a second. Yeah, you beat everybody, Lego. I think everybody's busy. I mean, tomorrow's Monday. And a lot have already joined me the first two times. I started early. I started at like 10 a.m. this time, today. With the first one. Alright. There it goes. I just want to make sure it gets, that the full screen comes in. Otherwise, I have to adjust OBS one more time. Should be another moment or so before you see full screen. With the normal Bethesda logo. There it is. Okay, perfect. I'll go to new. Enter new. Yes, we are. So we're going to do a full character setup. It's not going to be as long as you think. The hard part's going to be, well, it's not hard, but it's a little tedious. We want Afterlore. Let's look his best, as best we can. Get the complexion down. He does not wear war paint. Everything else is normal size. Elf ear tips. And here's the thing, can I... No, I still can't adjust his face. I can't move it left or right. That's a pain in the ass. It's a good thing I know this character. We'll put them at 1. Elf ear height. Put them at 0.5. Just to give them a little bit more. Face. Can go right to his eyes. Eye shape should be 18. Eye color. This color's not going to matter. The color's going to change. So we'll leave him at dark elf deep red. He will not wear eyeliner, but his eye tint will be there. Shadow will be there. Brow type. I did not add the brows mod in. I believe because I wanted the default right there. That's his. Okay. So mouth shape is something I did not tweak. However, I'm going to skip that for now. I'm going to go to hair. I already know his facial hair is 24. And his hair color, for the time being, we're going to leave it there. I already know his hairstyle. We've all seen it before. 22. So I can zoom back in. Now let's get this color right. So we don't want it to be black. One shade lighter, so his hair color is 8. That is basically Athrlar. For all intents and purposes. That is him, that is what he looks like. I considered going with the lighter color, but that's what it's gonna be. Let's go back to mouth then, since we have everything else done here. Oop, brow, mouth. It's at 9 now. So we want something that's not necessarily. It's got to coincide with his mustache and his facial hair. And very well, maybe 9. Yeah, the more I'm looking at it, the more 9 seems. It's still got that elven look to it, slightly. Well, 8. We'll do 8. I don't know. Tough call. We'll do 2 or 1. Well, technically 0. Then there's technically 1. I don't know. Can't decide. 9 it is. Now I really can't decide. That's the problem here. I was able to rotate his head. You know, normally you're supposed to with the cursor, but for some reason it's been locking me out of that. So I'll leave it at 8. 8 it is. Let's see how it looks from a distance. 9. Nah. We'll keep it at 9. Okay. He's basically done. This is Athriller. This is our main character here. So, R. Okay. So then what I normally do right after character creation is we're going to make that hard save over the abandoned prison save, just so character creation is set. I basically have one hard save. We're going to let all of the mods throughout the MCM load. This is what he looks like now. Looks pretty good. Grab the ELFX torch. You'll notice the activate Shrine of Mara. Do not touch that. I learned that the hard way. It resets everything. So you may open MCM. There may be a delay before. So that's one we're gonna check. Now I've also swapped over to Amazing Forward Tweaks. I'm not running EFF. I'm not running Nethers. Nethers was okay. EFF normally is my go-to. But I didn't want another. I didn't want another master file on hand. So looks like all of my stuff has finished. We will do our clothing fixes, and we'll get into a matter of time. We'll do, let's see here, show moon phases, show seasons, back out. Apocalypse we don't need. Better vampires we'll configure after we start. Cathedral weathers, let's go into settings. So I need 1 warm and 1 sharp. That is all I use. Nocturnal sight, normal, seasonal perspective, leave that alone. Save settings have been saved. Okay, get back out. Cold Haven itself has an MCM. That's where we're going to be starting from. I don't recommend adjusting anything here, just leave it default. Diverse Dragons, I will also leave Enhanced Blood. So here we go. This is something I didn't do. This one, and Immersive. Refresh Finis. That will reset my animations. Perfect. Forgotten Magic. We're only going to use one spell from here. That would be the Death Guard. I don't think I'm going to be using any other spells from Forgotten Magic. If I happen to come across it later in the game and it seems to serve a purpose, I will use it. And I probably won't even... Oh my god, it's Mel. Hi, Mel. Is the mic volume too high or too low? Does it sound okay? I think, oh, you could hear me, so it sounds good. Okay. Yeah, we're just doing some setup here. I basically have everything in place. I did mean to check one thing. I'm actually, once I get all this set up, I'm gonna exit out of the game itself before I go into Cold Haven. I'm gonna make a hard save here again. I want to check one more mod that I forgot to do. So, honed metal, we have that in. Immersive armor, immersive HUD. Here we go. This is a major one that I need to really set up. So key toggle presses, link SkyUI widgets, and then options are enable fast fade of magicka health and stamina, and my transparencies. Compass remains the same. Crosshair will be 115. Magicka will be 80. Health will be 80. Stamina will be 80. That is my iHUD setup. So now you can see key toggle presses. We are good. I have SkyHUD with the Oblivion preset, so everything's on the bottom. It is off to the side, is out of the way. It is perfect. I am not running Dear Diary. I'm okay. Well, okay is kind of an understatement, Mel. My back is all fucked up again. So they sent me home early yesterday. I'm off today. I took off tomorrow. I'm scheduled off Tuesday, so I'm hoping these 3 days, well, 3.5 days of relaxing and trying to, recoup my back, it helps. But I know the day I go back, I'm gonna re-injure it again. So, I'm at the point right now where I can hardly walk. It's hard for me to walk, and when I do walk over, I look like that 90-year-old grandfather. That's literally what I look like. I know no 39-year-old guy should look like that. So I may be visiting a hospital or a specialist again. It kind of sucks, but what can you do, We do need to set up I need. As a vampire, he is going to be hungry, but well, we'll keep these all at 2. I want him to, but fatigue we're going to set to 1. He will sleep, but it's going to be rare. Vampires do sleep. And we need the action, I need hotkey. That's pretty much it from there. Go back in. More HUD is fine. Morning fogs. So this one has its own MCM. Fog frequency between 4 a.m. and 7 a.m. That is perfectly fine. Organized bandits, we do not set that up yet. Predator vision, same thing. Realistic water 2 mod options. Ah, interesting. Arthmoors, Arthmoors, and Arthmoors. That's interesting now. I don't remember this being here. Open Cities is Arthmoors, and I'm not really sure for ETAC. But don't need to do that. Sky UI is fine. Strange Runes. I don't think I set this up properly. Light settings. This is what we want, right? Enable lights when sneaking. No. Ward runes. So runes. Rune settings. Patch your magic animation mods. Let's tick that. Word type. So we want default rune. NPCs, I don't allow NPC casting. So for some reason my runes, strange runes, weren't showing up. Resets the entire mod. Click this if runes are not showing up at all. And only after the MCM and has registered. We may have to do this a couple times. Okay, we're going to reset the mod. Okay. Strange runes reset completed. Okay. We'll go back in. It's the same character. I just basically made a complete overhaul of my game. I basically restarted from scratch. Riften came out, so I have Riften loaded. Yeah, that's the one that makes those nice, pretty runes in your hand. Yep. Yep. And when I was doing some testing earlier today and a little bit last night, I forgot that it had an MCM, but I also didn't set it. I didn't come in and check anything. So clear. Okay. So let's go double check the light settings. Enables light when sneaking. We don't want that. This is good. Enable shadow casting for ritual runes. Let's enable that. Word runes. Let's enable that. Rune settings. Enables runic circles when NPCs such as flames or frostbite value true. Disable notifications. Ooh. Do not enable if using vanilla. Okay, yeah, let's leave that one off. Okay. So that'll resave itself. Okay, now we're good. Now let's go back into MCM. So hopefully it works, you know. Summer Mist and Chance were good. Trade and barter. This I am going to tweak the merchant inventory, just their inventory. We're using the end capper, so we'll give market vendors, they start at 50, let's give them 150. Innkeepers, instead of having 100, they'll have 150. Apothecary should absolutely have 1,000. Spell merchants should absolutely have 1,000. Probably well 1,250. Orc blacksmiths, I don't care about this, but we'll put them at 500. Actually, we'll put them at 750. Town blacksmiths like Adrienne, she should also be 750, but we're going to put her to 1,000. City blacksmiths, these are like Yorland and Balamand, and the other ones, they're going to be 1,500. And miscellaneous merchants, we'll leave at 750. The caravans I always set to 1,000. Because they are random. The fences, I leave alone. The stages I leave alone. However, he is going to be joining the Thieves Guild. We are going to be doing some thievery. And basically what I'm going to do with this is I'm not going to start in Cold Haven. This is going to be my very last test. But after I set all this up, I'm going to make another hard save so that I don't have to go back and do this again. And then I'll start at Cold Haven with the fresh character that's already got the MCM already set up. So we're going to do a couple more tests today. It's obviously not going to be a play, but I do want to show some things off. So I'll leave this alone for now. Ultimate Combat. I'm going to adjust this on the fly as I go. When I need to make this hardcore damage, I will. Violence, yes, let's set this up. Advancing cool moves, we want last enemy. Decapitation for perks, yes. Stealth and triggers. So this is another thing I've been debating. Swords, let's get all of them. Slit throat, breakneck, and then sleeper. And then daggers, just a throat slit. I like that one. By itself for dagger, that's how it should be, right? Although with daggers, I think you can also do neck breaker, sleeper hold. So same as the swords. So we'll just we'll tab out of here. Cold. Oh, you haven't seen Cold Haven yet, Mel, have you? Cold Haven. You're gonna like this then. My character's a vampire, right? You know how we have the alternate start, vampire start? Alright. I have a couple more things to set up, like wet and cold. This is the big one here. This one takes me a little bit to set this up. Rain blind we disable. We add these to level lists and followers. So you haven't seen Cold Haven. You're about to. You are about to. We're going to disable strong winds. We're going to make sure all of our level list stuff is ticked. Ashes and survival. Followers get the goggles. Add these to the level lists. And wet and cold is enabled. We got one more, I think, to do. XPM SE. Sword style player, sword on back. For non-player, also sword on back. Dagger style is going to stay default for me. But it's going to be on their back hip for NPCs. Because I like the look. It's going to clip with my cloak. So now I can make this number 3 hard save. Now this is going to be my... You see that? This is going to be my ultimate startup. I could just get right into the game. So Mel, so obviously he's a Dunmer, but he's going to be a vampire. Okay. And oh, I also have to set up my subtitles. Let's set up the brightness is fine right there. Okay, what else is good? Depth of field is fine. I already have that set up. Audio should be good. Master's where it needs to be. We want footsteps a little louder. Magic a little bit. Voice we definitely want up. Ambience we want up. Music stays there. Menus are good. Horse steps. Okay, so everything else should be good. And gameplay. So you'll notice save on travel is going to be the only thing I'll tick. It basically auto saves. Okay, well, we're about to start, and I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about here. We're going to start on, well, Adept's kind of easy. Let's start on expert. Alright. So, talk tomorrow.
Approach, my child.
Now,
Choose where your new life shall begin.
Normally when you do a vampire start, you would do, I am a vampire in a secluded lair, this one here. Coldhaven is an entire community, it's a town. Right? So there's two ways to start in Coldhaven. You could start as a person visiting Coldhaven, or I'm an adventurer visiting Coldhaven, or I am a vampire residing in Coldhaven, and that is exactly what we are going to do.
Even a modest existence.
And she gives it generic. So Coldhaven has an alternate start. Are you ready? You ready to see Coldhaven? You're going to like it, I think. It's near Iverstead. It's by Brahanen, the mod author of Better Vampires, which is the vampire overhaul I'm using. And now I have just become a vampire. You'll notice I have blue eyes. I don't have anything on my favorites right now. Let's aim to fix that. We will start with the iron sword. We will also throw on that torch, as well as my vampiric drain, which will be in my left hand. And then when I go to my favorites, sword's going to be 1. Drain is always 2. Torch we will equip. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of a... Yeah. So vampire, I gave him the blue vampire eyes. Yep. Completed a second chance. Now you'll notice this is my room in Coldhaven. I will get the torch out for this, by the way. Vintage blood wine. You'll notice things like this, like I have Ragnarok. I also have everything's animated. Everything's also renamed and the values are different. Founding of Coldhaven, the book. Ghislaine's journal. We're going to take all of my blood potions. And I always carry a copy of Immortal Blood with me. As a vampire, it's just what I do. It's part of his story. Right? Take some of these black soul gems. I'm using rustic soul gems. There's a dwarven dagger. We could take that as well to sell. Lavender. Ethereum Wars. And so this is all armor storage, weapon storage, right? Let's open my door. You may recognize the layout, Mel. So if you look in this room... Oh, let's get our vampire buff for sleeping for an hour. Because you do get a surge of vampiric power. So when you recognize the layout of this home, let me know. Like the flowers. It is pretty, isn't it? Everything in here is vampire based. And yes, that chain is necessary. Very nice, isn't it? Upper level there is. Now if you wanted to wear clothing, there's bloodstained clothes, dark gloves. I believe there is more clothes in here. A lot of it's fine clothes. This is clothes storage here. You can see the vampire, female vampire lord in lord form, but she has human features instead of the ugly vampire features. I'm still working on that. I have to figure that out. Now we can also take a Falmer shield. I'm going to take a Falmer sword. You can see the damage is 35, right? For now. Actually, 26. Yeah, let's favorite that, unfavorite that, and then we'll put the Falmer sword on 1. So just so you see, it's on his back. Let's try and get in the light here. It does... Maybe the Falmer weapons don't do that. Let's swap over to the iron sword. Hold on. Okay, now it's taking it off its back and placing it back on. So let's try that with the Falmer sword again. Okay, now it's working. Beautiful. What's up, Sonar? What's going on? How about before we do anything else, before we go into Coldhaven, let us gear him up properly, shall we? I think we should. Let's take the torch off. So you guys pretty much know Athralure. Let's go downstairs and do this. It's more proper that way. We'll grab the key to Severanus chamber, which by the way, oh, you get up there. Which by the way, it's one of the most beautiful looking keys in the game. We will also take some money, my resists, and the blood potions. As many as we can get our hands on. There should be 3 more in here. And ingredient storage, we'll take all those. We'll take all the wheat. There's bracers of alchemy, which we will take. Ooh. Bloodgrass pod. And should be potions, ingredient storage box. Okay, so we already have some good ingredients to start with. Human flesh we'll take. Cooked human flesh. Mel, did you recognize the layout of the home yet? I'm curious to hear what you think. Coldhaven is a city. This is my home within the city. So if you look, this is the entranceway to Coldhaven, right? So here's, normally it would be a hearth, right? The bookcases are there. The weapon racks are there, right? When I go back in here, there's, the kitchen area, which is normal. And then an alchemy bench right there in a very familiar place. I know it's hard to see. You're right, Breeze home, right? There you go. When you go upstairs, your followers stay in this room. So obviously if I had a vampire companion, they would stand there. And yeah, it's Breeze home. Breeze home, but a very, very different Breeze home. So, Athralure, what are we going to do? We are going to sit in our chair like we normally do. And we're going to get geared up. So, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay. And yes, we are doing this. To start, so we got 10 lockpicks. Yeah, you're right. It is Breeze home. Yep, 100%. Do I know the codes offhand? No. what you want to do, if you want to find anything in the game, you type help, and if you can remember what the item's name is, like help, and in quotes you would put, say, Sorrow Katana, because that's one of the weapons, or let's just type in the word katana, right? Say I didn't know the name was Sorrow, but I knew it was a katana, hit enter. Everything you see that says WEAP is a weapon. That is a type of katana. A dai katana is a two-handed, a regular katana is one-handed. Some of them will say two-handed, some will not. And you would basically go up, hit the page up, page down button here, not the up arrow and down arrow, right? You could see all of anything in the game that you have loaded or mods that would be that particular thing. And you see the after it says we're WEAP for weapon in parentheses, that's the mod code. And I'll show you how to add this. We're going to add in we don't want something too crazy. Maybe the let's see. The wolf katana does look nice. Ancient Akaviri katana is normal. The runed Imperial katana. My Sorrow katana didn't pop up here for some reason. Oh no, there it is, up top there. Right. Let's use the Sorrow katana. So then, Sorrow katana, you see it's the third one from the top. Then you would type player dot add item. Then you would do space. And then you would write in that mod code. So for me, it's 64. Yours is going to be different. So I would type in 64006 BF0 space after the code. And the next number you type in is how many you want. So I only want one, so I'll type in 1. Then when I hit enter in the top left of my screen, you'll see it'll be added to my inventory. Sorrow katana gained. I just hit the console command and I'm done. So now, afterward, you could stand up here and let's show the good folks your new gear. So I have to equip it, and we will equip the Shadow Scale armor, which looks like that, his boots, his bracers, and the hood, which we're going to toggle off, and his crimson linen cloak. So instead of the Falmer sword being 35, we're going to use I could use the Shadow Scale sword, which is 47, which is pretty big damage. That's what the Shadow Scale sword looks like. It's an interesting blade. It's a one-handed weapon. My Sorrow katana is 41. That's the one I think I'm going to need to start with. So we'll favorite this one, and we'll equip this one. And then H, we'll toggle the helmet off there. So I'm still wearing that stupid, ridiculous helmet, as you can see. Right? So I still get the armor buff. You just don't have to see it. And then if I go to favorites, we'll go to Sorrow katana, will be 1. And I still have the damn Falmer one on. Okay, what the hell? There we go. Okay. Now, that's more like it, right? You ready to see Coldhaven? I think we get a blessing here. Nope, we don't. Okay. So let me F5 it real quick. It's very dimly lit in here. Let's go into Coldhaven. Yes, I'm level 1. We're just starting. You ready for Coldhaven? You're gonna like it, I think. I won't spend too much time in here because I want to show you the game. I want to show you some of the new the mods that you've been missing. But this is our home, Layme's Rest, right? Now Coldhaven is part Black Reach, part Dwemer. It is a massive city, community, as you can see. They're all vampires, and that is their cloak. Each house has their own cloak.
What is it?
Can also harvest gleam blossoms here. Right. You can harvest many things. You'll also notice that my fires have changed. I modified them to be blue for magic. This is the Cold Haven Guard.
Yes.
So you'll notice they have they either have a mix of vampire or Dawn Guard stuff. It's quite an interesting mixture. But we're gonna leave everything alone here. This is a teleporter. This will teleport me outside. House Adril Guard. He's also wearing Sigic stuff, but you can see his cloak. Right? Okay. This torch is eventually going to run out. That's the only reason why I'm doing this. Where am I going? I'm going down. Going downtown. So as you can see, you could start as a human, and vampires live in harmony here, along with deathhounds as guards, right? It's a very, very beautiful, beautiful place. Let me actually take the torch off because you kind of can't see with it. It's a little bit easier to see here. The towers. It is nice. It's probably your phone. When I'm on mobile, I also can't see it. The Falmer also work here with us. They're kind of slaves, but they're not hostile. So every NPC in here is a.
This one needs something?
They're vampires. I don't know if it's hard for you to see, but the Khajiit has the vampire fangs, right? Farewell. Talia's Arcanum. So Alchemist. This would be Tower of Savrana. Some of them don't have actual. I mean, I'm sure this may be expanded on at some point. But as you can see, it is a massive chasm, giant city, massive mod, very well done. This is kind of the marketplace here. This would be, let's see, guarded attire. Right. So I've noticed that with this update, the signposts of all, or the signs have been updated even more. Let's see what he's got for sale.
Take a look.
Let's see what I could sell him. I could sell him some stuff like the dagger, the Falmer sword, the iron sword. I'm going to keep my shadow skill sword. And my original vampire armor, he could have all that. Don't need it. We're also not going to need plentiful healing. We're not going to need green apples. What else are we not going to need? I don't know, but let's see what he's got. He's got blood potions. And those we need. We're also going to be able to collect those. So let's grab 2 of them. And that's going to be it. We have 354 gold.
Until next time.
Yes, till next time. Kind of hard to see, but vampire statue. This looks new with the blood. I don't know if this was here last time. We'll harvest some blood grass. There are some other things for us to harvest, but I'm not really going to get into harvesting everything right now. Just a couple things that I may need. These are gore gnats, like torch bugs. Also used for alchemy. You can come here and farm them anytime. There's another one. They are kind of a rarity. They only exist here. So take some more blood grass, but we won't take everything. So this is the long road. This is the chalice and lancet. I won't go into each place. And this is Thaela. It looks like purple wheat. You gained 4 of them. There's also bristlebacks here. So we're going to take some of this to use for alchemy. They're non-hostile, by the way. Look at the little piglets, too. Right. You could obviously open the gate and come in here if you like. There should be... there should have been chicken eggs in there, but I guess there's not. There are no chickens here, so... Okay. This is another teleporter. This will take you out. Just to show you, when you come in normally, be very careful. Do not attack. These guys will come alive. They will wreck you. You can see all the big shrine back there to Molag Bal, which I can't get up to. Right. And this would normally be the exit. Takes you to the vampire shrine. However, I'm not running up a stairwell that's going to take me literally 5 minutes to climb up. So we are going to use the teleporter right here to get out. So we basically did the back way from Cold Haven out to Skyrim would be out here, right? Just to show you, this is how you would get in. You would look around and you'd be like, alright, well, what do I do? There's a teleport to main gate outside, which takes you back in. There's a pull chain, which I never knew about. Silver goblet. Another shrine to Molag Bal, which looks pretty freaking awesome. What was over here? Teleport to Noble's Plateau. So there's a bunch of teleporters in here, right? The gargoyles. So here's the trick. The trap door, right? Find it. Had it. Come on. There it goes. So normally you would go all the way down there to Cold Haven. And this, that shuts it. Now you'll notice the rug also. I'll do it from up here so you can see it. You see how you can normally see through it? Watch this. And then the rug covers up, and nobody is the wiser. Out into Skyrim. Pretty cool, huh? We'll delve into that a little more when I actually start the story. This is a little bit of mod testing and just checking some things out. We're in the Rift. We're gonna go to Riften, but we're gonna walk there at night. We are gonna activate better vampires. Ooh, and oh yeah, Winter Sun. So we are going to pray to a deity. It's going to be Molag Bal. Obviously, we're a vampire. He is the father of vampires. If you start the game as a vampire, Molag Bal shows up. Drain attributes from foes nearby. Slay people who stand in your way. Trap souls in my name. Live as a vampire and never seek a cure. Those skilled in destruction are most deserving of my favor. Accept. So we're going to do a couple things here. We don't really need. We're going to put prey on. Visible favorite gear, we're going to activate that. Let's oh, he's looking down at the dead bodies there. So let's pray to Molag Bal, just to gain a little bit of favor, since we are a vampire. That is a pretty freaking sweet shot. Get that guy out of the way. There we go. Get up now. So we have a fresh corpse. What do we do? Search? Oh yeah, we could search him, but could also feed. This is what we've been waiting for. Oh yeah. I am a vampire fledgling. So now we can go into Better Vampires. I could set it up the way I would like to. General options. Reverse progression we keep on. Stage hated never. Blood points. Abilities consume my blood points. And we want to be able to create cattle. Blood point extraction. Yes, we want to create, extract the blood points from our enemies. I'm not going to enable the hunters yet. They should all be good. Let's go back and go into miscellaneous. So, levels not going to be required for rank progression. Abilities do not have recharge timers. We want the blood potions to affect my satiation. Potions will not affect me. Healing magic will not affect me. Food and drink will not affect me. And we want to access our inventory and fast travel as a vampire lord, although I will not fast travel. The blood point shows when changing. So now we can go into skills and spells. And we can disable the points because it's no longer needed. That will autosave. And now I can also add my Frostcloud. We're also going to add two other spells right here. The only other two that he's going to use, which would be Muffle and Ghost Walk. So this one is 000A to 70F1. This one is going to be 5803 E5FE.1. And we're also going to give him a ring and a necklace. Every vampire needs one. We're also going to give him a circlet. We'll give him a circlet. So, help. Ring of Recovery. Oh, that's interesting. Because of immersive jewelry, we also have left-hand options. That's pretty freaking sweet. Let's go with The Dragonbone Star Sapphire Ring of Recovery, the very top one there. I like the name of that. So that's 00100E5C. We want one of them. Let's give ourselves a necklace of magic resist. If there is one here. Nothing. Oh, help resist magic. Okay, so it'll be under armor. There's a book. Alright, so Elven Ruby Pendant of Resist Magic. We want that one. Okay, so that's going to be 5B 56397B 1. And then we want a Circlet of Magicka. For now. Wow, Dragon Priest Circlet. The Bronze, the Viridian. Let's try the Viridian. We'll just see what it looks like. Now they're all changed on me. 36000 C501. Okay. So we have a couple. And he's gonna look pretty interesting, I think. Let's just check these items out in here. So Dragon Star Sapphire Ring of Recovery looks like this. It is absolutely gorgeous. Let's equip that. The Elven Ruby Pendant of Magic Resist looks like this. The resists are the same. Yeah, absolutely, Mel. Absolutely, I will. Whatever you need, hon. I will be there to help you. And then the Viridian Dragon Priest. Ooh, that looks badass. Look at that. Holy crap. Oh. Can we? I don't even know if there's enough light here to see that. Can we see that, Athy? Let's get in close. You can see the skull. Ah, that's awesome. And then we'll put Frostclad on 3. Oh, yeah, his other 2 spells. Oh no, we already learned them. Duh. Just have to actually learn them. Ghost Walk and Muffle. So, magic. This is under illusion. We want Ghost Walk and Muffle. And then Ghost Walk is 4, Muffle is 6. So... yeah, so those runes are you can see them on the ground with the light. That's normal. But the runes in my hand don't seem to be working. Alright. It is what it is. Let's have 5 right there. Where are we and where are we going? We are out in the world. Looking into, that's the door to Coldhaven. Right over yonder is Iverstead. There is Bethalft. There's the Imperial Camp down there. The night sky does look very, very beautiful. So I think, let's take a look at our map. This is where Coldhaven is, Mel. So, you want to? Yeah, we're gonna go to Riften. All right, absolutely. We're gonna hoof it there though. We're gonna pass a bandit camp. This is gonna be pretty dangerous for us. You'll notice I have a couple more. Mod that I just ported over to console. TS Arena, the Legendary Cities, the Frontier Fortress mod. One that I use all the time on PC. I wanted other console users to experience it, so I got permission. Now the mod is not finished even on the PC version. There are 7 of the 10 towns. So like Vermin Wood, Amol City, let's see, North Keep, Granite Hall, not Granite Hill, the original one. Let's see what else. So many TPOS stuff too. And Morthal. So everything else has been overhauled. By the time we get to Riften, it should be morning. So let's do that. These bandit camps are no joke either, by the way. Let's pull up the compass here. Do not want to die. You could see Muffle cast a light. You would think that vampires would have something like that. It makes sense. Let's just get this on the map here. Usually a bear here. I hear him. He's fighting something. Alright. Let's make our way to Riften. Oh, there he is. Right in front of me. The dick. Let's slow him down. He's going to be pretty tough, and he will kill me. Let's never speak of that again. He wound up dying, but thank you, Uncapper. Oh, please tell me I set that up. Okay. Let's walk Muffle. Okay, we have all our stuff. Yeah, let's never speak of that again. I mean, I do have it set difficult for a reason, but he's gonna start pretty weak. He's not necessarily a warrior, you know. There's that bear. Let's see if I can get him from here. Got him. It's basically, oh, there they are. There's the runes. You see them? Oh, yes. Beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. They are a thing of beauty. Let's see if I can get 2 of them here. Oh, hell yeah. Awesome. Let's see what the muffle one looks like. Ah, there you go, Mel. How about that? Right? The blue to purple to like tealish color. Oh, that looks awesome. They do go away when you sneak, so let's not use them too much. We'll and then even for modified spells, this one comes from Better Vampires. Even gets its own spell. You see the little frosties coming off my hand. How about that shit, huh? God, I love mods. I love this game. Little things like that, right? Oh, let me F5 that. I don't want to do that again. Alright, Riften, here we come. Take two. We'll keep things like muffle up. You're asking why a Draugr is there with an old Stark shield. Which actually doesn't look that bad, right? What else sees me? You forget that I'm running TPOS too. There's little tidbits everywhere. Studded armor. Could take that and sell it. Okay.
Why are we even going to...
I almost forgot. I have additional powers.
Wedding at this far from for the Empire anyway.
I told you it's the wedding of Victoria Vici, an extremely well-connected merchant with the East Empire Company. The Emperor's cousin, remember?
Really, that aggroed you? Oh, what a dick. I'm dead. Damn bodyguards. Yeah, I'm a foul bloody. Let the wolves help. Get that bodyguard out of the way. He's gonna be difficult. Could you? I probably could too. You ready? You ready for it, Mel? Rip his heart out. And apparently ripping his heart out crashes my game. God damn it. Because I have files in my overwrite. What's in my overwrite? Cathedral weather. Ah, because I adjusted it. Let's delete that. That would be why. Let's try this again. I'm coming back on. It crashed by ripping his heart out. I have a lot going on in this load order, by the way. So I'm booting back up now. Apologies for that. Usually get that first early crash, get it out of the way, and then I'm usually good for a while. But I do have that quick save from outside, so we should be okay. Yep, surprise. Ripped his heart out. Note, do that with your weapon away. I think that's probably part of the problem. Put your weapon away if you're going to rip somebody's heart out. Alright, so still level 1. Obviously. This is quite a test. I didn't crash at all during my earlier test. Then again, I didn't have Better Vampires activated, nor did I have Wet and Cold, so... And we all know Wet and Cold to be a semi-script heavy mod. So now I'm going to leave them alone. I see them. The Draugr, on the other hand. Let's, there he is. Take the old Stark. Yeah, we'll take everything. We'll sell it. They're wolves. Leave my fox alone. That's my fox. Take the pelt. We're gonna need the pelt.
Come along, no more stops. We need to find our way to Solitude.
Cathedral meditation. Alright, don't need that. Okay, we're good. Wolves everywhere. Nice. Got another one, huh? Brave boy. Not very smart. They're everywhere, by the way. What's in the cart, huh? Apples? Ah, Riften. Yeah, this way. Yeah, they better leave my fox alone. It's my buddy. Little black fox. Hiding in the weeds there. Hey, buddy. You never kill the foxes in this game. Look how cute he is. Let's see if we can see. Want to show everybody how cute you are? There you go. Come here, turn around. Alright, see you later. They're adorable. Oh. Probably put that on 3, right? Yeah, and you know, this one wind up being a little bit larger. Big hell how. Giggity. Go big or go home, right? Alright. So that's that's Iverstead over there, by the way, with the TPOS2 editions, the little outskirts. I hear it. There it is. So nerds have glow. That's EMB light. at its best. Take that. Somebody help. You're dead, you're dead. Oh, so come after me, right, don't you? Jerk. Let's I'm a vampire, I should be able to do that, right? We'll have the wolf help me. So just remember, feeding is part of the, feeding is all part of it. Oh, we got a knapsack already. Steel short sword. You can obviously take a look at the new design for the steel. Alright. Iron dagger is a little bit different, but not too much. Take that and sell it. I believe I killed the other one. Let's extract some blood from her. So she's got a pole arm. She's got a steel short spear, which acts as a sword. Also something we could sell. Probably take the dagger. Yeah, we could sell the knapsack. The chests look different. They are modified also. So I've pretty much tried to touch at least everything in the game as best I could. Let's have 5 it right here. Quick save. He's gonna fall over any moment. Yeah, we're going the wrong direction. That was my fault. Probably should have been paying a little more attention. The Nernerd farm, all the EMB light. That's a lot. Haha. Take a screenshot of that shit. So let's see if the guards are back to normal now. They should be. Yes. It's the Vrethi farm. So you can see the additional signs that are added in for certain things. One more thing to show you, Mel. The new tanning rack by Matthews. So these are all Matthews' works right here. Right? Ooh, crap, wrong one. We're going east, right? I did put a marker down for Riften, didn't I? No. Okay. Well, let's go down this way. We'll go through the rift. You guys can see early morning. Just the pure beauty of the rift itself. Up top there, you see the tower. I think we're also near Redwater Den. We're also near a shrine. Let's go this way. So this is Steleo and his party looking for help. Wonder who that is over there. I have no idea. Let's see if that can reach. Nope. It's Trevor's watch. Okay, I know right where I'm at. My wolf is still with me. Okay. I think it's until they expire. Will this take me down to Riften? Yeah, both would. Let's go for the north side like we would normally enter Riften. As I was shown before, you'll see a little bit better in the daylight.
Don't come too close with that. Don't come too close with that.
Oh, you don't like that, huh? Lizard Point Lodge. Does this have a map marker? No. This is one of those that just doesn't.
Don't come too close with
She's got ebony though, look at that. Right? You're telling me not to come too close? You're all geared up and...
Yes?
Yeah, ebony everything? Damn. Okay. I heard Alec here. Across the road, okay. So as you guys know, you're brutal, dickhead. Come on. What's up, Mr. B? I think we pretty much got everything, for the most part, sorted out. Let's take a look up here. Knowing Nesbit, he is infatuated with Dwemer architecture. There we go, that's a little bit better. And he's also started on Markarth. So this is just... Okay, so we're going to be coming from that direction. That makes sense. Yep, we're in the right way. Yeah, since moving everything down, everything's looking really... It looks better than it did before when I showed it this afternoon. You can see the distant mist under that bridge there. I had to adjust that setting. That's a little bit different than it was before. Obviously, we got our rune spells working, as you can see in my hand. The concentration ones stay. The projectile ones only last until you project them. But if you go into third person, you can see, and they emit light, which is great. Does what it's supposed to. Okay, equip the sword. Sword in my drain, that's what I need right in the beginning here. So this should be, let's see, this is... Whiska. Green Seer Home. Take the chicken eggs while I can. Oh, the the hay is Iconic's real hay. The reddish variant, the first one. I really like it. I think it adds it nicely to the game. Chicken. There's a floating bucket. I will have to report that to Nesbit. Give me 1 second here. They're easy to miss. The mod's so massive, you're bound to miss something. So it's not immersion breaking to me in the slightest, but you know every little troll on the planet will bitch and moan about, oh, it's not supposed to be in my game. Fair enough. I was gonna say, well, he did decent amount of damage. Damn, 15. We're still going east. Yeah. Yeah, I'm quite happy with it. Let's get up and over this way. You notice even the tree bark itself is modified too. Made to look like an animal's been scratching at it. That's realistic. Animals do that. Some do for various reasons. CC's ore veins, they look amazing. It's a very large mod on PC for what it does. It's like 160 something megabytes. Well worth it though if you look at that. So, just my opinion. Things I like. Canis root. The new Canis root looks like this. Ooh, bandits. Is this Triv? Oh, he sees me already. The little bastard. Are you gonna come after me already? That wouldn't be wise. Oh, I missed her. God damn it. I'm gonna miss again, aren't I? Try it one more time. Can I hit you? Yes! Bandit Blackheart. This is the downside about being level 1. Let's F5 and let's try and take these guys on. Oh yeah. Oh, nobody's here. So arrows. This is a long bow. Let us feed. We can extract blood later. What does he have? Fur rags? You can see that. Ooh, they're already up on me. That one guy's dangerous. There are 3 of them. That's not good for me. Yeah, give him the dogs. I'm already dead, son of a bitch. I'm gonna reload is what I'm gonna do. Downside of being a vampire in the daytime, right?
Tell you what, you start running so I can stab you in the back.
Although I might have just taken away all of his, Yeah, this that's the deadly one right there. We'll let him, he's a cat, he could punch. Nordic Ebony Garnet Ring of Minor Health. Awesome. Ooh, shrouded stuff already. You got some interesting stuff on you. And of course I put the stupid hood on every time I feed. Thank you, Mr. B. You could thank CC for those. Clearance. Those are his, and yes, they are quite amazing. Take your helmet off. Yeah, that's right, sneer at them. No vampire teeth though, eh? I was kinda hoping. Look at that, he's pissed. Or can you see the vampire teeth in the... I don't know, maybe not. Let's raise this guy here. It's the downside, I have to be very, very careful. Damn dogs. An iron mace. I hear doggos. I see them. Let's go. Hey. Going the wrong way, buddy. Gotta come this way. Well, since they let them out, that's perfectly fine. Here they are. Hello, puppy. You missed. I didn't, though. Who else is left? There's two more up top there. Yeah, they could stay up there. Alright, let's look at some of the scenery here, huh? That golden glow? Should be, right? Over the... Yep, over the lake. Lake Heinrich. They said tacos. I could go for some tacos right now, right? It's never a bad time for tacos. Yeah, I'm really happy with how this came out. You'll notice the odd lighting flicker, and it's because I'm running probably 4 to 6 lighting mods, as well as effects. I mean, with the effects, there's probably 12. They're gonna keep coming after me and ruin my shot. Okay. That's fine. Whatever. Gourds. Nice. Oh, do you want to fight? That's cute. coming up on Riften there. So as you can see, there's a lot going on here. Matthew's 3D trees, we have Matthew's landscape and the 2K ground cover, which also includes water plants. Obviously TPOS2 is the base, Noble is our texture base, and main. I gave up Skyrim Realistic Overhaul, and I'm very happy I did. A 12 gigabyte mod in 4 separate parts that you don't really notice, and basically everything gets overwritten anyway. And you're going to overwrite it with better stuff. Now you'll look at the mountains, you'll see some flicker there. That is a conflict with ethereal clouds and obsidian mountain fogs. It never did that before, but I think with cathedral weathers added in, because when I had obsidian, I also had these two. The fogs comes with obsidian, and the ethereal clouds were, the separate mod. It says obsidian mountain fogs are compatible with everything. Every weather mod, every other cloud mod. But you get the clouds like that on the mountains, you'll notice a little flicker. And not all the time. And not enough to annoy me. So, who's this? A tuba Grenayab.
What now?
I don't know, but I like your horse. And I like your armor. TPOS2. Make a run for it. Okay, so what's F5 at here? Obviously that's Golden Glow. Let's before we do that, let's take a look underwater. I just want to see if the underwater here is the same. Oh yeah. So what do you guys think of the underwater look? How is that for nice and clear? You could actually see where the fishes are. Catch them. Among all the water plants and everything. I think that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that was nice smell, right? And then you can see the water up on the shoreline, how it kind of meshes in. There's an obvious cutoff point, but it's not horrible, and from this viewpoint it looks pretty nice. These are Wine Dave's shores. You can see all the detail in the pebbles, the rocks, the ground, the mud and the sand and the stone. They vary based by the hold. This is all TPOS2.
Good morning.
Ah, Janique. I just forgot you could be a follower.
Take care of yourself.
I'll give you this. Nesbit really knows how to create. Here's another thing you'll notice too. Wait till she starts hammering. Sounds like wood, doesn't it? Not metal? Well, it's supposed to sound like wood. She's hammering wood. I know there's metal bolts in there, right? But
Yes?
yes.
Well, hello.
Well, hello to you too.
Need something?
No, we're all good. And that's one thing I'm gonna have to animate. That's not cool. So Realistic Water 2 is not doing its job with the troughs. But you know what? I'm gonna ignore that. I'm not gonna sit here and nitpick it. You know why? Because the rest of the game looks fucking amazing. Let's try out the tanning rack. Right, let's spruce up and decorate. Alright, so these cost septums. Let's get those. Let's get some leather here. We have some wolf pelts. And we'll get some strips from those pelts. Leather strips 4. And then we'll get some more. What else can I create? I want to create the backpack. Not the gold embroidered velvet cloak, although that would be nice. Do I need more leather? Okay. I may need something else. I may need like a steel ingot or something like that. Or I may have to create it at a forge. Let's go to the forge. There it is. Or that's the smelter. That's the smelter. There's the forge. Yeah, right in front of my face, the one that I was just bitching about. So Geralt stuff, huh? Punch, cross, leather hellband, spell sword, shoes, Akatosh charm. So you'll see everything, and you can see the weight values have been adjusted, right? Aw, Mel, that's really sweet. Thank you. I hope you're inspired. I was inspired when I saw you working on the your home mod based off of you know, the Falmer textures. I thought that was very interesting. Don't put that one away. Seriously. I really can't create much else with just leather and strips, but let's try. Let's do a search for backpack. No. Okay, we'll let it go for now. Not a big deal. Oh, did I God damn it. Did I really? No. They were glowing something else before that. Why were they glowing? Slight weakness to sunlight. Oh, so Whispers wants me to slay everybody. Awesome. Well, it's gonna kind of suck. Coming into Riften. The House of the Voice. You didn't see me do this. House of the Voice key. Also a nice looking key. Let's take that. We won't go in there right away. So reveal auras. Oh no. So I don't know what's making them. I hit reveal auras. That goes away. Let's wait 1 hour till 1. Reveal auras will go away. I don't know what's making them orange. Let me try having a potion. Stale one, right?
Tools wear tools and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Yeah, no, they're all...
I had not thought of it that way.
So
Okay.
many refuse to talk to us. Take a look.
Ah, you're good. You can get rid of some of this crap that I acquired, though. Horker arrows. Iron arrows. I don't need arrows. So yeah, we should be pretty good here. Let's see if she has anything that's... They usually don't, in terms of stuff like that. Usually moon sugar, which actually looks pretty nice, the new texture for moon sugar. Right? Other things to look at. So the ore itself has a weight of 7.6. Right? I don't think she has an ingot, not that I've seen. Yep, she does. Orichalcum bar weighs 1.73. So, as they get more magical, they tend to weigh a little less. Silver bullion with a value of 1,247 and a weight of 16.03. That is accurate, by the way. And then a steel bar is 1.28. So, when you see them like that, they are normal. This is with the adjusted values and everything. So,
May your road lead you to warm sands.
let's it's bulbous.
I don't feel any different.
Nothing, just want to feed. And then we'll extract some blood. That'll probably kill you. No? Well, that well. Let's search him. He always has his fork. He's got a Daedra heart. Yeah, let's just feed one more time for good measure. Then we'll go into Riften. No, no campfire. No, 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 no. Probably a vampire thing. Well, Bulbous is out of the game. What time is it? It is 2:20 p.m. It is also raining. Let's fix that. So now it looks nice. Okay. No, there's still... So apparently my ancestors want me to kill absolutely everybody. That can't be right. Let's do this. Let's pray.
Hold there. Before
Could
we
also
let
be a
you into
glitch.
Western,
I'm gonna save and
visitors tax.
quick save and quick reload.
For the privilege
See if
of
it
entering
clears
the
it up.
city. What does it matter?
It's obviously a shakedown.
Keep your voice down.
Yeah, I know.
Want everyone to hear you?
Yeah,
I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate.
we'll do a quick reload here. Probably not, but oh no, there it goes.
Gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
So next time you see the ancestors pop up, so I guess dropping the guard armor down didn't help anything. I have it near the bottom of my load order.
Your skin's as pale as the snow. You scared of sunlight or something?
And it's not being overwritten by
Lift is
anything.
under my protection.
Now that's proper.
You watch
That's,
yourself now.
you know. Okay, let's we'll ignore that. Let's go take a look at Riften. Yeah, it looks like Detect Life, doesn't it? You know what it is? The Dunmer have what is their racial? Ancestral. Not that's what's it called? Whispers. Okay. So the ancestors periodically indicate an enemy humanoid to slay for 25 spirit favor. Usually when you hear the whispers, there's only one that's active and they glow. For whatever reason, I heard the whispers and everybody started to glow. Unless it really is something to do with the forge, because quick reloading fixed it.
I had another run-in with a Thief's Guild.
Be careful, Leo. The Thieves Guild has
You
Maven.
can see the majority of the guards are wearing the
Take my
proper
advice.
armor.
Don't listen to that talk of the face
Yeah.
sculptor down in the ragged flagon.
So this is the new
His
Riften.
picture is more like it from what I've heard, Ren.
I know. I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long time.
Okay, the head tracking mod's working right.
I don't know you.
Ah.
You and Riften looking for trouble. You can pretend not to hear me all you want, but you better stay out of the Blackbriar's business.
Interesting with the mashup of Steel and Imperial.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd
So here's Riften.
double the usual fee.
Yeah, Imperius, right?
How was I to know the shipment would get robbed?
Next time, keep your plans quiet, and nothing would have happened to you.
So what I like to do when I show Riften off is
Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Shadra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold.
it's the bunkhouse here, right? That's Honeyside. And you'll notice some of the extras here. Oh. If you're in a place of thieves, you should be able to evade the guards. You should also be able to get up on top of the rooftops. We can now do that. Now, you'll notice once you're inside the city and you get on top of the rooftops here, I just want you guys to be aware that sometimes when you look out across, the textures of the landscape and the water may look odd at certain points because you're at an interior cell, however you're viewing an exterior cell. Your lodges will look okay if you look up in the mountains. Your trees should also look moderately okay, at least as far as LODs go. Obviously we were just outside, and the TPOS add-ons you can't view, which normally would be right over there. As you can see, there is hanging moss because he uses Matthew's hanging moss, but the encampments and stuff like that are not there. Just base game. That's done on purpose. That's not a glitch. You're technically not supposed to be up top of the city. So I had an interesting encounter before with Brynjolf. Let's see if I can replicate that again. There is Fred. Fred being ever vigilant. Let's go up top. And also, being a vampire, once I rank up, I'm going to be able to jump up on top of these, like the rooftops here later on. I can already get up on top of here, right? So you can see all the hanging moss right there from Matthews. And yes, I modded out the instruments in the game.
Never done.
Oh, hold on. Let's see if I can get him to do it. Come on. You did it before. I'm right here. Come on. He followed me up to the rooftop. How about that shit? And then he glitched back down. Let's see if he glitches back up.
Blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
I was literally standing right here, sneaking, and he appeared right on that spot. We had a whole conversation in the evening, which it's close to now. I thought it was very proper. So here's a little entrance to the Bee and Barb. I'll show you where it takes you.
You've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Oh, man fur. Oh. Our blue friend. Wonder what that's about. I should probably take that. Oh, it's stealing. I can't steal that. So as you'll notice, that takes you to Riften now. My room would be this one. I know he changed some things around inside of Riften here. So this is an exit now on the top level of Riften. Alright, that was never there before. But then again, you come back here and there's the little hidey hole. That's not a bad view either, huh? Damn. Oh, see, it did it again. I wonder what that is. I wonder if I hit something by accident. Let me take a look at my favorites. No. But I didn't have any notification that time. Let me fast forward time an hour. Alright, I'm gonna F5 again. I'm gonna F9. I'm gonna quick load. I don't know what that is. There, it went away. I'm gonna have to look into that. It didn't happen before when I did the test at all. That's the first time I've seen it. This fail keep. can see there are many new places to hide, as well as climb. What's up, buddy? Can I vampire seduce you?
Hey, what the? Keep your damn magic to yourself.
I'm gonna. Also gonna feed on you.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
So this is the new marketplace here.
Buying and selling fine jewelry here.
What's that, Medesi?
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Grilk as ornery as ever. There's Brand Shay.
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Brandon's just kind of hanging out.
Protect yourself right.
Where's Snowf? Snowf should look different too now. Yeah, he does. He doesn't look very happy.
Beautiful baubles.
Get away from me.
Yeah, I wouldn't be either if I was a beggar.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
So let's go. Let's go back by where the Thieves Guild entrance is. Okay. You'll notice this nice large structure here. And also a walkway up. Well, we can unlock the gate. You like this, Mel? Oh, it's better than JK's. There's so much added stuff. There's also a couple things you need to be careful of, which I'm not going to give that away. Damn it. I used to be the world's greatest lockpick. Now look at me. There we go. Only 3 attempts. So you'll notice inside here, you can steal them, but there are item plaques up there, as well as coin. This you could just take. The candlestick you can't. There is a business ledger here. And obviously more stuff to take. Steel sword. Banded iron. And some more coin purses. Now, Nesbitt was in the video earlier. The only thing he was critical of, and this is what I'll show you. So, if you're on PC and you run this, just be aware of this. I'm using different door textures from the farmhouse stuff, so watch this. So you'll see how it kind of ingrains itself into the wood. It's really not supposed to do that. So it's just my game, it's just the textures I'm running. I happen to like this door model. I'm okay with it sliding and just, we'll say it's game mechanics. Staff of Incineration. 65 points of damage. We can take that. There's a steel sword. And a steel battle axe. Now here's the other thing he saw before. This is also just on my game. You can see the split in the door there. That's supposed to be there. Let's go up top. No, yeah, it's just with my game though. Because of the types of mods that I'm running. So we're up top here. That's how we got up. And now we can walk way across. Now you're going to notice something else. Take this with a grain of salt, okay? We're going to have 5 here. because of the models, because of the meshes of the stuff from the creation kit, you will be able to stand up on the edge and walk right through some of these. It's just how it is. So even on console, we tested this. This whole model, in recreating it, would have to be edited. So just kind of go with it, you know. Like right there, you could see through it. See my head's inside it. Yeah, well, I'm okay with this. So, can we sneak out over here? Yes, we can. It's, ooh. You see what I see, don't you? Just be careful. Now, this is something I have to get confirmation on. You can activate the pull chain, but I'm not sure if that's just static. I think it's supposed to be, right?
Damn wizard. Keep your spells off of me.
So now we're on the ground level, so it's Balamond. Now you'll notice there are some walkways here. This is the Blackbriar Meadery. You now can no longer just walk through there. You have to go straight through here, and then you'll hit the Pond of Prawn. So, a little more on the way of evasion. Same thing over here. Right? You got 2 little walkways to go to the Bee and Barb. However, no longer can you walk around the outside here. This is now blocked up with this mesh. So, that's about it. Like I said, I don't want to give away too much. But the new Riften. Oh, let's go down to the canal real quick. So, this is Elgrim's Elixirs. That looks normal. You can see all the additions are very obvious. They are well done. For me to even show this mod off twice in one day, the first time was testing. This time is more testing, but a little more of a showcase as well. So you can see all the other edits here, the statics. There's more of them. You'll notice it's also darker. You notice my carts are a little different. That's ours hand cart. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a hard save here, guys. That's going to be it for me. It's after midnight here my time. Let me save it real quick. We'll put it on the Bee and Barb. Yeah, we'll save over that one. So that should be it. Since I have a save with him already created, I don't feel I need to add anything else for this. My game looks really good. You know, here, hell, let's do this. We'll do one more thing before I go. One more thing. Ah, crap. Okay. I forget the COC for Morthal. I wanted to show off the new Morthal. Damn it. Give me 1 second here. I will just quickly check it out. There should be an exterior one. Give me 1 second here. Alright, just taking a look right now. It should be Hill March. Morthal exterior 01. You can also go to the Moorside Inn. Alright, let's try that one. Let's go back in game. I think I tried this before, but it wouldn't let me. So, we'll have to see. Alright. Because I do want to show this off. So you'll see. There we go. Okay. And we'll wait till daytime as well. See which side of Morthal this puts me on. Or if it just plops me right in the center. I believe this one puts me on the outskirts.
What's the Jarl going to do about
Oh no, it puts me right at
Now,
the
are we supposed to feel safe in our own
center of
homes?
town.
Please, enough already. I have told
Let's do this proper. Let's do this in the daytime, and we'll also do it from all the way out here. Alright. Alright. There's that damn spider. He's just sitting there terrorizing absolutely nobody, and see if my frost can hit him. It's gonna aggro him. I also hear wolves. Can I get him? No. Oh, you're a fucker. Okay. Probably shouldn't have aggroed him. Okay, so he's not looking for me anymore. Let's wait till daytime. And I will show Morthal. Morthal will be the very last one I kind of show off. Okay. We are going to, just to be on the safe side, just make sure the weather's 100% clear, which it is. Okay. So, this is now the new outskirts of Morthal. I still have yet to add an ice mod. I will get that done. This is how you would normally enter Morthal. As you can see, my ice looks like crap. It is, well, I can't say from crap because it is from the static mesh improvement mod. But no textures on top of the meshes, so. Mortal ages, everybody. Too bad we were already plopped in front of the middle of town, but you know, it is what it is. Got a very nice cloak for Mortal. Right? Like the armor. So you'll notice little things here and there. Nesbit draws from various, I would say, inspirations. Little Shrine of Talos here. That Nern route. We're going to leave the Nern route alone. You'll obviously see a little rocking horse. That's a nice little personal touch, I'd say. Now, when I did this one earlier in the day, I said I wasn't necessarily so sure about the green and the cobblestone coming through the center of the towns. However, I have since changed my mind about that. I do quite like it. He's working on Markarth is next, but it won't be in my story unless I decide to wait. I don't know how long it's gonna be. It's Valiant's house. Just happy to show you that the new additions here, the books are now placed properly where they're supposed to be. I showed Nesbit that earlier. He got a kick out of it. I switched over to rustic soul gems. As you can see, the ones that are filled glow. Black soul gem. Common. Some staves, staff of soul trapping, and calm, I think it is, fury. Sorry. And then prolonged invisibility. So we're going to leave them alone. This is the nice little area here outside of let's go this way. Who is this? Mel.
Good to see you.
I think you should follow me.
Let's not waste any time.
There we go. Well, alright, alright, alright. Do your thing, Kaya. Kaya is my own creation. He is my follower mod for Ren that I created for Ren specifically. Uh-oh. Are they attacking mud crabs? Somebody's attacking something. You're messing up my flow. So...
Running out of room, eh? I'll be glad to help.
No, I could show you my whole setup. You could see what Kaya has for... Now, keep in mind, I always leave my followers with 750 septums and 4 torches. Kaya carries vampire dust. Kaya, however, is not flagged as a vampire, but there is a reason for this. I'm not going to tell you what that reason is. You're going to have to follow my story. Take away the hunting bow immediately. It's default from the creation kit. It's ridiculous. I hate it. So Kaya's robes. I took plain old black mage robes that were hooded, and I added the enchantment from the ebony mail from Boethiah's questline. So Kaya will move more quietly, and opponents that get too close take 5 points of poison damage, which is what you saw the black aura around Kaya when he went into sneak mode with me. And then just standard black mage boots. Now these are called bloody black mage boots, and there is indeed blood on them. Awesome. The Akaviri katana was a personal request from Ren. He wanted the katana. I couldn't find a version of it. The Akaviri katana there is one in the game, and it's not obtainable by normal means. You would normally see Blade's katana, right? So Akaviri katana does have a game reference, so that's the one that I gave. It's got the same model and everything. It's just unique. It's the same value and weight and everything, right? So I told Red, I said, this is what I'm going to give you, as opposed to having just another blade sword. You will have an actual Akaviri katana. He was thrilled. The things like the Dragon Bone Amethyst ring, this is basically just a ring of extreme sneaking. This is added on by a mod that I have. Same with this one. Necklace of Peerless Magica, which actually looks pretty freaking badass. Look at that. I kind of wish Skyrim's amulets all looked like that. That looks insane. Same with the ring. Another Dragon Bone ring. Right? Looks pretty sweet. So Kaya has some unique skills. Let's see if I can go into tweak options. Combat. He will act as a spell sword. Do I hear a giant?
Lead on, my friend.
Is that Thalion? Hold on a second. Yeah, hey.
If you stand before me to accuse me of sacrificing children or eating
I thought that was
hearts
a
of the
giant
dead,
for a
you
second.
may save your breath. I have done no such thing, nor do I intend to. I simply wish to live my life in peace.
Okay, we'll let you go back to doing. You do you, Thalion. Scared the bejesus out. I thought that was a giant walking through. Alright, let's get back over to Kaya's trying to follow me here. Back up. Okay. So you notice obviously things like the Enchanter, Alchemy Lab. I could take these soul gems here, which I will. Some are static. Kaya's taking the long way around. House of Ellen. So we'll just look at a couple of the new additions here. So if you notice on the map, the House of Ellen has its own marker. Same with the Twilight Sanctuary. We're going to check that out in a second. There's Kaya. And you see the effect of the cloak. Pretty freaking badass, right? We'll get into some action in a little while. I'm very proud of this follower mod, by the way. It's on both Nexus and it's on Bethesda.net. So it's one of the few that I've actually done that with. What I did for Morthal is I gave 2 files to Nesbit so he can incorporate them into the Morthal Ages mod. One is Kaya. There's another one. We will see that in a minute. A Gift Through Time, House of Ellen. House of Ellen is a small home for you, Dova. If you are battle-weary, cold, and in need of respite, let the walls of Ellen shelter you and protect until you are ready to venture forth once more. I'm not going to take that quite yet. But as you can see, home mod with a lot of things for you, including some money, including all the usuals, right? He's going into sneak again. I have to remember he does that. Scrolls, obviously, grand healing. So you can see Nesbitt did a fantastic job. Um, this one's got its own location. No, what do you mean vampire? No. Kaya? Kaya's not a vampire. No. Just a Dunmer. But when I made the textures for the face, I made them slightly more pale. Kaya's backstory is that Dunmer of mixed blood. Dunmeri and does not know what the other mix of the blood is, and is quite an orphan and quite keeps to himself. There's lockpicking. Where are we looking? And there she is, Ezelyn. Ezelyn is another of my creations. Ezelyn is the likeness of Sword of Truth. My right hand in Discord.
What can I do for you?
You will also follow me.
Lead the way.
So she wears vigilant gear. Glass mace,
Is there
and
some way I can assist you?
is kind of a spell sword, so just to trade and show off a little bit of what I gave her. Necklace of Disease Resistance, so 50%. In your game, it's not going to look like this. Maybe looking a little bit different. She casts Restoration spells. Glass Mace of Thunderbolts, so shock damage, right? Ring of Invigorating, stamina regen. Obviously 750 septims, 4 torches like normal.
Let's go.
So. And this is Kaya's home. A lot of Dunmeri theme. It's a very quaint home, but very, very cozy. Nesbitt is the absolute master of setting up. I do not want to steal Kaya's poison, nor any of his money, or his woodcutter's axe. You can also see the Dunmeri red tunic there. A lot of things you would be tempted to steal, but, you know, for a good friend, you would leave them there. You can obviously see the Dunmeri influence along with Nesbitt's own personal touches. So, we're going to look at one more thing. The mods for the amulets are, and amulets and rings and every piece of jewelry in the game comes from Immersive Jewelry Mill. It is a over 1.4 gigabyte mod. Let's go back this way. So you tell me how Morthal looks. What do you guys think? Not your average Morthal, is it? And I am at 57 FPS as well. On Ultra. So. Most rigs would be able to have this FPS on high. This is Matthew's Landscape, the 2K ground texture. You could see I was doing a bit of a showcase before with it. It is very, very detailed. However, when you look at it just a little ways away, it looks like there's just patches. You'd have to be right up close looking at the ground to see how detailed and well done it is. So that is why I'm keeping it in. And there's the boss man himself, relaxing on his carriage.
Need a ride?
You're good, boss. Just relax and hang out. We have one more thing to do, don't we? Yes, we do. Should be up this way, right? Twilight Sanctuary.
Can I help you?
I'm gonna have you wait
If
here.
that's what you want, then I'll wait.
Yep. Kaya, I also need you to wait here.
I'll help you. As you wish.
I will come back for you guys, don't worry. So, Twilight Sanctuary. Let's go inside. You should be able to do it with the shadow though. So this is going to be dark, but there is lighting. The lighting is courtesy of Soul Karen. There is a coffin here for me. Blood potion. Alright. Let me see if I can get a little bit of lighting in here. Okay. There are many blood potions. 1, 2, we have 3. There should be more. Oh, there we go. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 9. Actual blood, not stale. Twilight Sanctuary. Sit in the chair. Let's read this. Twilight Sanctuary was gifted to me, as I was gifted. I still do not know all the secrets of the sanctuary, but what I do know is this. Only vampires from our line can see the door to Twilight Sanctuary. Another gift from the creator of our line so many generations ago. The energetic field of energy, which is being fed from the Soul Cairn, is transmuted by the portals, which in turn fills this room with an energy I can feed directly off, which is absorbed through my skin. The irony, of course, is not lost on me. Soul energy, for the soulless. One can only laugh at the irony of death and life. He who gifted me shared this place at his end, and it has been passed on over the generations to that line only. Any vampire would kill another to have such a prize. The sanctuary is now yours. Remember the lessons passed on, and never share the secret with any, but that which you gift. So, I'm going to leave that there for a reason. What I've read is very important. So when I get into this story, it will be a little less about me reading that book, and more of the story. You could obviously see all the blood potions here, human flesh, vampire things, bloody rags, an alchemy lab, the enchanter, my coffin. And when I say my, this is Athrulur's. Quaint. I had the feeling there was one more thing and I'm missing it. Am I? Oh, maybe not. Let's get out of here. Was there one more? There was one more. No, I guess not. I'm just seeing things. Okay. Let's take the torch off. You will be looking down at the ground when you exit there. So let's grab
And here you are.
Oh, man.
Excellent.
And Kaya.
Ready to get moving?
Yeah, yeah.
Certainly. I'm ready.
See you later, boss. We'll go take a look at the marshes here real quick. And now, of course, Well, I could feed. That'll be helpful. That'll taste my last feeding is almost gone. Okay, I may need to feed again. Oh, he's got a shoulder pad. Take that. So the Imperial Sword now looks like this. I'm running Perfect Legionnaire, so that gives you the Gladius. Very nice, I think. So they must have just had a skirmish here.
Look, hey.
Looks like the Stormcloaks one.
If you know what you're doing.
Is it? You want to venture inside there? Or do you want to just look at the marshes somewhere? Let's see. They came out of nowhere. Would you get disarmed?
Let's get going.
Where's your sword?
Be sure to put it to good use.
No, you're not. Taking that bow. You need to use that sword. So Ezelin's an undead killer. She's a lot of restoration magic, specifically for undead. She will switch over to her mace though, at some point. Okay. Kaya's pretty set on casting. That's okay. I'm okay with that. He's level 10. That's rough. I get hit a couple times and I'm gone. Let's level. Yeah, we'll take that. We're gonna go health right here. Oh, I have 2 perks. Awesome. Destruction. And we will do stealth. Sneak. Coming, guys. Is that it? Eastern Iron Sword. Leader of the pack. Take that. Where was that necromage? She was up here, right? Butterflies. Alright, so we see Ustengrav here. Let's go over this way. This is where I wanted to go. I'm going to F5 right here because this is going to be very, very hard. It's the dead marshes, so... She just wrecks undead.
Oh no, you don't.
I mean, look at that. I made her specifically to kill. And she does a goddamn good job. Let's see if she could do this here too. This is going to be difficult. You ready? I'm sure as shit not. Ezelin, you can take charge on this. You and Kaya. That's a level 50 Dragon Priest. You can all thank Nesbit for that. You can see Ezelin attacking from the distance though. And she's nailing him with them. Look at that. She's taking him down hardcore. And Kai's... I should probably help. There we go. Ooh, Curse Rune. That was a good find. We'll take that. That might be actually something I use. I should probably learn the book. And then go. Oh, it is under illusion. Cast on a surface, it explodes for 50 points of arcane damage when enemies come nearby, and curses their survivors. F. 1, 2, 3. Put it at 5, right? I don't know if I have enough to cast it. How much is this to cast? 196. I do not. Okay. And there you can see Solitude right from here. How about that? Oh, was I sneaking? I'm sorry, guys. You did a good job, though. Took down old ash pile. So, let's see here. Come on, up, up, up. So we got a couple more screenshots for the Discord and for Nesbit. Let's see if I can get another one of the far distant there. Kaya, you're gonna get in the way, aren't you? Yeah. Okay. Alright guys, well that is gonna wrap it up for me tonight. Basically just this was more of a test. I am about ready to start the story in full. So I already have that level. I think it's what, that save number 3. I'm gonna go off of that. I'm gonna delete all the other ones, all the auto saves, all the quick saves. We're gonna start back up. We're gonna get his story going. I will not be streaming Wednesdays. Wednesdays are reserved for me to be off to join into Couch Warriors stream for Unpledged. So, between my time, 8 p.m., and usually 11 p.m., 7 to 10 Central, because that's where he is. He's at. 8 and 11 for me. I'll probably in Discord you'll see me with the little red Do Not Disturb. That's where I'll be at. So, those of you who have yet to check out Couch Warrior and the new story, Unpledged, especially the last 2 episodes, but I highly recommend going back to the beginning of Unpledged. It's only a couple episodes in. I think we're, 8 episodes in? Definitely start from the beginning and catch yourself up to speed, especially the very first episode. Lays down the groundwork, the story, and everything. But the last 2 episodes in particular, not the one that was just out, I think it was episode 7. Episode 7, by far and away, was probably the single greatest piece of creation, of storytelling, of narrative, of gameplay, of suspense. I can go on with these, but I'm pretty much at a loss for words. It was just a beautiful, masterful work of art, and I've never seen anything like it in any other Let's Play since I've been watching Skyrim Let's Plays. Episode 7, Couch Warrior Unpledged. Last episode was, it was almost right up there with the previous one, but I think because we'd seen the previous one, you have to just see it. That's all I can really tell you. It's the best way for me to explain it. Go watch it. It left chills my entire time I was watching certain parts of it. That's all I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, absolutely. So you were 30 FPS, Sonar, with your GPU? Didn't you buy a new one? Yeah, definitely link them on. So I haven't been paying attention to the chat for like 5 minutes here. I'm trying to catch up. Because I was in between making sure like I'm looking for textures and stuff like that, and then you guys know I have to go to my phone for the chat. Good night, Mel. Thank you. It was good seeing you in here. I'm happy you stayed for as long as you did. I'll be in Discord though. I'm not going to sleep quite yet. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna end this one here. But yeah, I am gonna get on a schedule with this where I could probably do it 2 times a week, but no more. I think if I streamed more than 2 times a week, that would kind of water everything down. Even though I'd be advancing the story, I think I'd be kind of rushing things. That's also the reason I implemented the skill uncapper. I wanted to slow my leveling down. That's exactly what it's doing. So I do like that aspect. Other things like let's see here, for example. Yeah, like my combat. I have Wildcat, Mortal Enemies, Ultimate Combat, and we're also using Revenge of the Enemies, Organized Bandits, which I didn't activate. Not for this yet, but you will see me activate Organized Bandits. Just don't ever activate it in the alternate start room, because it tends to go crash crazy on you. What else? Yeah, so couple heavily scripted mods in there, but these are just the MCM ones. With this particular setup, now that I'm happy with it, I'm going to link both my mod list and my plugins in the PC load order channel over in Discord, and I will pin them as well. and I will mark them as Athralor. So I'm going to do that as soon as I get off here. I'm very happy with the setup. Like I said, my water has been damn freaking perfect. That was one of the hardest things for me to get right, and I feel like I've gotten it right this time. It looks good. It's just realistic water 2, all options in there, and the blue fantasy. And you'll notice I went from more of, well, I switched over from obsidian weathers to cathedral weathers and semi-realist C&B. So it's got a little bit more of a fantasy look. But then I went back and I used, you could already see that there with the sunlight. That looks great.
What kind of weapon do you prefer?
These two. Definitely characters, right? She's supposed to have green eyes. Kaya's supposed to have purple eyes, but you'll see them on console. They'll be right. Anyway. Yeah, first time I really got the water perfect. You know, for me, for what I'm doing. Could not be happier with the setup. Why not? Last one of the day. Alright guys, now I'm going. Alright, I will see you all in Discord. I appreciate you guys joining me, even for this last one. This is the third one for me today. What's tomorrow? Monday. If I do anything, it'll be earlier in the day. So, like, mid-afternoon, maybe-ish. I don't really foresee myself doing anything. I think I'm just going to go back and redo everything I did now with the setup. I want to make sure I get all his spells and his gear set up for the story. And then, who knows, I may start Tuesday with it. I'm off on Tuesday. His actual story may start. I just have to make sure I have his journal in place, so I have to run that through the creation kit. I may create one other specific book to him, but I think at this point I'm really happy with how he is. We may switch his gear up, like his starting clothing instead of the shadow scale. I may use the Geralt stuff. I'll show you that real quick. The Kermoan, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to outfit him, and I just want you guys to give me your opinion on what you think. The amulet is 730012 CE1. Gloves are 73001 C421. The armor is 7300 C431. What do we have? The boots. 73001. Okay. So, oh, we also need the black. He gets a black cloak with this one, so. So the shadow scale stuff was something I was going to start him with. It's what I started him with before. However, let's take off the crimson linen. He would get the black cloak, Geralt's amulet, and the shadow scale hood would be taken off. With the circlet could stay. And this is, let me just make sure that amulet, yep, alright, so the amulet doesn't show, and now the amulet does show. That's perfect, the wolf amulet. So this is the Geralt, the Carmoan stuff. I thought this was very fitting. I believe this is going to be his starting gear. Take a picture of the three of them. I could send that to Ren, I could send that to Sword, and I could send that to Nesbit. And also the sword clips through the cloak, but you know, it is what it is. I could keep it on the side, but I just feel for a vampire, it's just so much better to have it on your back like that. See, that's the glitch that I get. Put it away. Okay, that's a visible favorited gear thing. Now it's back, now it's fine. Easily overcome. So, I think that's what it is. I'm basically babbling at this point. I'm just really happy with the setup. It's been a real long time since I can say that. I think for this particular playthrough, I like the music, fantasy soundtrack projects, switching certain mods that I normally would not use, like Cathedral Weathers. Going back to Matthew's 3D stuff was by far the best decision. I had Enhanced Vanilla Trees EVT, a little more performance friendly than Matthew's 3D trees, but you guys see the trees here. They're nothing on Nexus beats these, in my opinion. And then you obviously combine that with Nesbit's works, all of his works. It's going to make for a really nice play. It's going to make for a really fun, adventurous. Now, we're also going to... He's never going to have two followers with him at the same time. We also have Inigo. And the way that I am gearing to play him... Sacred Witness. Oh, that's a nice book. He's also going to be doing some thievery. He's going to join the Thieves Guild. But we'll get into the storyline for that at another time. Which is why I was waiting for Riften to come out. And then when Nesbit said how he had planned to incorporate, it's a nice shadow right there, how he planned to incorporate Riften, I was like, oh, alright, I can see myself changing that. These are my swamp fungal pods, by the way. They're blue. Just a nice little touch. Little things like that make me happy. Okay, now I'm out. I'll take one picture here and then... Let's just see if I can get the palace in the background. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now I'm done. You guys have a good night. I will see you on Discord, or I will talk to you tomorrow. Thank you for stopping by. I'm out. Have a good night. Bye.